On point. On point.
Again, let's do it again.
On point. On point. On point. On point. God damn it. On point. On point. Yeah, man. On point.
So today we are bringing it back and back, and we'll be discussing. We have a nice topic today, and it's why are men afraid of commitment?
Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yawa go day.
Hey.
Go day.
If you know land, let me say it one more time.
Please repeat the question.
Why are men afraid of commitment?
Some market go spoil you.
It's like you have something to say, bro. Prince.
Bro, Prince, please.
Give
Por
it to
favor,
us.
elaborando.
Let me start. Let me start. The first thing I want to say is that I think I haven't met the girl I want to commit to. So right now, I'm not even playing sha. I'm just single, not ready to mingle.
I know you're a single boy. Make a knock your jingle bell.
Were you the guy that did a bone throughout at DSDS that year?
Me? How? You have the most horrible voice I've ever had here. You make my stomach turn in anger.
So now, but to come back, to be serious now. So it's not a secret. I've been meeting girls, talking with them, having more with them. But this guy,
More what?
Outside of
more
wedlock?
talks. We are talking about something more serious.
Man's talking on the bed, innit?
But what I have to say is that I haven't met the one I want to say that I will spend my rest of my life with you or spend more time with you in terms of why I get to these looks. But
Because you deserve the
but I will see her. And the other thing is, what I thought before is maybe I want to be a free man. I want to still have
So
the opportunity
basically, you think that commitment is like you're being set or put in bondage.
Yeah, that is commitment for me.
Wow. So that means
Wow.
a woman prohibits your freedom.
It's actually right.
Well,
It is right?
In some way, it's right. Because according to some research, I found out I was reading some articles, and someone was like, the reason I don't commit to women is because what commit to a woman, sorry, is because what I want becomes what we want. And what I want is really what we want. Yeah, you get that?
I don't get it.
Like,
Rewind.
think about it. Like, if you are living a single life, you want this, you don't have to compromise with anybody.
Yeah.
But since you start committing, this free will of decision that you have to do, it becomes what we want. Like, you have to, like, everything you want might not, it's not everything that you want to do that she would maybe like to do either. She could have another opinion about it, and you have to compromise due to that.
But that's the thing about commitment. You have to compromise.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't want to do that.
Then you're not ready for commitment.
That's what I'm saying, because a lot of people are afraid. These are the perks of being single. Because if you're single, no one can tell you a damn thing. You're independent. You make your own decision. You do whatever you want. Maybe I'm just chilling at home, and I decide, okay, I want to go to club. I want to go out with the boys. Or I want to do whatsoever. That's when you're single.
Okay.
But sometimes, in some relationships, when you're with someone, you can't just decide, okay, I want to go out. I want to chill with the boys.
Yeah,
So it becomes...
But the basis that you have to be considerate.
Yeah, I know. I don't have anything against it. I'm just telling you why some people prefer not to commit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it on a personal basis. Why are you not committing? Or do you
Me?
yeah.
This one is still
Give us the tea.
You,
Yeah.
you don't know.
No, we don't know. We don't know.
I think that's a little bit confidential. But as time goes on, maybe I'm going to elaborando, as Bro
Elaborando.
Maiwa would say.
Elaborando.
Personally, like some guys, and as I already said, I'll get personal. Like for me, I've been single for quite some time. Look how you guys are smiling. No, I'll
Single.
get personal.
How can a good-looking man like you?
So I've been single for a while, you know, and I think we had this talk off air, and you know that's when I kind of discovered like it's tough to get back into a relationship because you have been single. Please turn around.
preach.
Now it's tough to get back into a relationship or start, you know, something serious because you have been moving a certain way, which doesn't necessarily mean you have been moving mad or reckless, but just you have been moving solo. There's a way you have been, you know, handling your things, you know, how you spend your time by yourself. So basically, I feel like that's where I'm in. That's where I'm at. So for me to allow someone in my circle, in that atmosphere, the energy just has to be right. And, you know, because me personally, I have no problem with compromising. I really have no problem with that. But in the like long term, you then notice that, oh, okay, this person is in your space. And it's, you know, obviously it's worse if the person then lives with you. That's a whole nother
Another
thing,
level, yeah.
You know?
So, but would you say that you haven't found the right person to commit to, or is it just you're not ready?
That's very personal. Not fair. No, well, we're searching. We're searching. You know, because the thing is, you might actually get to know someone, and you're like, okay, yeah, you're cool. Value, like your values are you know are similar to mine. Obviously, physique is vital as well, and where your head is at, your goals, etc., etc. I respect that as well, and then obviously, but this is for me. For me though, I can not present, but I can introduce you to my parents. If that's you know, and I'm certain or I have belief that it will run smooth. When that's in check, oh yeah, let's run her. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I'm not sure yet if I've, you know, met, you know, that person.
But you don't have commitment issues. It's just a waiting
Me-
game kind
me-
of like thing.
Yeah, it's more like a waiting game, and depending on like your boys, you know, those rascals, they'll be, you know, they keep you. You know, they don't obviously guys don't say yeah stay single. Personally, my friends don't, but like with the way you move, you know, as a collective group of guys, if everyone is single, you kind of indirectly keeps you in that box, you know. But what about you, bro? Do you have any difficulties with commitment?
No, I don't have difficulties with commitment because I personally date with a purpose. I just don't date for fun. I don't think it makes any sense. Or even all this living sexually frivolous out of a relationship. I don't really practice those type of things because I do believe in sexual discipline. So I have to marry you. I don't want to be alone, and I want to find, or basically I found a woman that is willing to, you know, do the dance with me, basically, but also move along accordingly with me during this path because I do.
You have found a woman.
I found a woman
Oh, a
now.
round of applause for our my
Hey. Holy matrimony, you know. But I think commitment is something that's very beautiful, but it also has a lot of downside as well, you know. But like Desmond said, is compromise. You know, you are moving in a collective, so you cannot just make decisions based on your own. But I was generally say like I think most men are scared of commitment due to the financial burden as well, because certain women put the financial burden on you, and if you don't feel ready to offer a woman certain financial status or resources, you might feel like, okay, I'm not ready generally. So that's also one aspect that we have to also consider.
But aren't you
Some-
supposed to be building together? If it's like, if you say you date with a purpose, and I totally agree with that, because me personally, I also date with a purpose. That's why I would never date or enter.
It is
I would never enter something like serious if I don't know, yo, this has to lead to marriage. You know? So that's dating with a purpose, right? That's what you mean.
Exactly.
Exactly. Cool. So
But yeah, but we cannot just live on love alone. So there's certain aspects of commitment as well that we have to take into consideration. You know, so and that's finance. Let's be honest.
Talking about
Who is going
finance,
to pay the engagement ring?
talking about finance, a lot of men are actually afraid to commit because of that.
Yeah.
Because not only before the marriage, even after the marriage. Because from the perspective of a friend that I talked to, that I spoke to, he said he talked with married men and they are not happy
Why?
because I don't really know, but for me personally, I think when people tell you they are not happy, especially married men, they always keep it private. But they like tell you, I'm not happy. So that they tell you,
indirectly, kind of.
so that they tell you jokingly, out of a joke, or even seriously, or when they are drunk. They're going to tell you that.
One I
Because
know
a lot of divorce, like it happens and it ends really, really bad. So a lot of guys will think, okay, I don't want to end up like that. I'd rather stay single.
or they just take their time, basically.
Or they just take their time, exactly. Like, I don't want to go into this now. So, and the other thing I wanted to say was, a lot of men, they, okay, let me just say this, temptation. Because they see other girls and they want to knock. So, knock, bro. They want to, if you don't know what knock means, I think we have mentioned it a lot of times in the podcast. So, knock is having sexual.
So that means temptations hinders you from committing. You can still commit to a woman and knock on the low. Or on the
Man,
high.
So you
That's-
condone that?
If I condone it,
You condone that?
I don't live that lifestyle.
That's an atrocity.
Exactly. I don't commit sexual
So
atrocities.
a lot of people,
You can be persecuted for that?
Emmanuel, are you telling me the truth?
So back to it, a lot of men. A lot of
After she has taken everything,
Yeah.
you end up in McDonald's.
after you're taking everything. That's what I was saying about finance, because a lot of men are afraid. So back to temptation. A lot of men, they see girls like, okay, I would like to sleep with this girl. So, and when they are single, they are free to make this decision to have several partners and do whatever they want with them. So, but when you are committed, most of these things you can't do.
Why?
It's not right.
That's something different. But we are talking from the base of committed. I'm committed to my wife and kids.
If you are committed, if you say you are committed to your wife and children, and you're still doing some bullshit outside, I don't think that's part of it.
But I'm still a fake Christian. I'm committed to my wife and kids.
You have to, you have
Oh,
to,
we're
you
back
have
at
to,
this again.
you have to, you have to,
We're back at this again.
I'm committed.
commit. You have to commit wholeheartedly
But,
to the
yeah,
marriage.
but at the end of the day, we're also part of our environment. I don't condone it. I'm just talking now for devil's sake. So we are
Devil's
part of our
advocate.
environment. So yeah, I committed to my wife, but it's still very difficult to let my past go. So I'm still a let me just use the word like a struggling sex addict. So sex offender in that sense. You know? No, but you can still commit and still do what you're doing on the low. But you also,
So
I think
now
you
you're speaking as a devil's advocate, like you used to say. Okay. So is it okay for me to call him assistant devil? Because I've wanted to give someone that name for a long time.
And it's like,
You can take it, man.
That's what we call it.
Lucifer,
It's a PA
that's
to
my
the
that's
devil,
my
man.
friend though. Yeah. But if Wagwan, talk to us, baby boy. Step on the mic.
step up to the mic.
That's my jotting down.
Oftentimes, what happens that many guys can't commit to a relationship are multiple factors like fear of rejection, which is you could get to know someone, love the person, and for us guys, oftentimes it is in a way that we go for the girls we like, which means we invest time, money, patience.
Oh.
And
Is the
sometimes you have
woman-
to bear with some attitudes,
Thank you.
just to
for speaking
find out that maybe after a while, all this invested effort is not reciprocated or isn't kept alive. What do I mean by that? It's like after investing, trying to get her, make her happy, be with her, then she tells you, you know what, I'm not feeling this, I'm not into this anymore. So now it might have happened with Funke. But
Speak on it.
your experience with Funke makes you be scared of trying it with Sabine.
Oh, Gertrude.
Do you get me?
Gertrude.
So now you being hurt in the past or having experienced this by maybe seeing how your friends handled situations is oftentimes also a reason to be like, you know what, I'll just keep it easy, fluffy, and however it comes that way. So you yourself, you might not really just walk into the whole thing like, oh, I'm going to commit myself. Because for guys, there are so many things that are connected to commitment, even responsibility outside finance, So there are different things that make it hard to say, you know what, I'll give my all. And sometimes the reason why some guys, or some of us, some guys, I know join them, don't want to commit is we've been hurt in the past.
I have a question for that one now.
So do you mean through the upbringing?
No.
So,
So
like,
through
my
the
my question about this is now: does the woman have to do her own part for the man to commit?
Obviously.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's safe because, as a man, you have your part to do. You can do as much as you want and you can love as much as you want. But if there are certain qualities or certain characters she manifests, it will make you hold back. And if you know you want to commit to someone, you are not supposed to hold back.
That's true.
You're supposed to give in like 150%. Even 100 is the capacity that is available to you. Try to do more because it's not all about you. So if she's not playing her part and is just hoping that you will be the fool that is running and chasing her, brother, don't power. You get me? Because it's a give and take. So for me to commit, I have to know that you are worth committing to.
Okay, but in that essence, okay, what would change your mind for you now personally for you to commit to a woman?
What do you mean?
She
Because
must
we don't
be-
have an example right now.
Yeah, because we're just talking about very broad.
Yeah.
Because
What
I have
would
an
change-
example, so that's why I just want you to continue. I'll tell you a story.
Okay, but what would change for you as in, okay, now, because like you said, you delve into a relationship, you don't think anything of it because you have been hurt in the past, so you're not trying to repeat the cycle. So, but when does it change for you when you start to see the woman for who she is? And when you're just like, okay, I might commit to this whole situation.
It is a two-way
Mm-hmm.
thing, meaning if she has a part together and I as well have my part together, it might not be as important to say who first has to have or put their shit together. It could be me, it could be her, But knowing that, okay, this is what I want right now out of life, and these are my expectations, it makes it easier to say, oh, this is me and this is her. And now, what is it that I want and what is it that I don't want? What is it that she brings to the table for me to be able to say, you know what? I am committing just to her. You get me? So I'll have to check my list of things that are meaningful to me.
Just to add on what you said, some guys, there's this feeling of uncertainty. Like, I don't know if she's the right one, or I don't know if we will mesh. But that's just because my own cause or reason is different. That's just because you don't have a list of like what you're looking for. If you do not have a list or like traits, things you're like concrete that matters to you, any chick will look like a trophy. Okay. No, wait. Because wait. No, what I mean with a trophy is like any girl, any woman that comes your way, you would never be sure like, should I not commit? You get what I mean? Because you don't have that certain,
But that's important. But that's important that you said, because most men don't have a list. They don't have like a check, because if you ask the woman,
she will let you know.
She knows from the get-go. The woman has been planning her marriage since she's 5. So
with
women
Ken,
come into
Mbadi?
exactly.
Go.
Because women come into the commitment thing and relationship thing already fully prepared.
Real quick.
You're just looking for a big yash and big titty.
That talk for yourself.
Come on,
Talk
you
for
know that you like to
yourself.
suck on them titties.
Talk for yourself.
So you don't like to suck on it?
Don't
No,
point. Don't direct this to me.
Don't erect it to you.
Where's that finger pointing to? Thought it.
No, but I like what Emma said. Like, we don't come prepared into a relationship, so that's why we have to get hurt for us to understand what we have to do. But the thing is, like, along the line, we might misuse a certain woman that's actually good for us to get over the last one. So that means if you're in the middle of me getting over my trauma.
Real quick, has anyone done that here before?
Don't what?
Like
That what he
misuse,
just said.
misuse.
The what's it called? The next to get over the
the
previous.
last, yeah.
It doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah,
though.
why are you okay? All right, we have 1, 2. I haven't done that. Have you?
I don't do such type of thing because I'm a Christian. Why you laughing?
Christian with apostrophe.
That's 3. That's 2.
Nah.
Ich habe das noch nie
Never.
gemacht.
But there are guys that do that.
Yeah.
But I've never done that. I don't get that.
But have you been in the situation that you need someone to get over something?
No.
No,
It's the mindset, the mentality.
just move the fuck on.
I really don't know.
Sorry.
But I guess it depends on like, okay, were you heartbroken and all?
Exactly. You have to be tormented emotionally for you to feel a certain way,
And
because
then-
you'll be closed off.
And then misuse someone else.
It's not that you're trying to. It's not that you're
How does the other
Misuse
person
or use.
no.
does the
It's not
other
that you're trying
person-
to. We just phrased it in a sense of misuse. It's not that you're trying to misuse somebody. It's just like your guard and your wall is so massively up. You are not able to basically like
You don't let that.
express emotionality.
You don't
It's
let that
impossible.
particular
You're always
person
like
in.
Exactly, because you have done it again. Because that's the thing about men and commitment issues. It's the fear of falling in love, deeply in love. Because if I'm falling deeply in love, that means that woman holds me by the balls. So she knows certain points to twist and turn, and
No, don't
you
twist and turn my balls.
exactly, because that's hurtful and painful. But she knows certain things that she can do and certain actions that she can take and make for me to feel hurt.
So you're trying to say if guys fall in love, they feel weak.
Exactly, Nasia. You lose control.
When you're
You
in
lose
love, you
control
are
when you
weak.
fall in love. And that's why
Deeply in
men,
love.
we love deeply, more deeply than women. That's why we don't get over certain things. You still remember your ex from when you were 14. Have you gotten over her? You see, Prince is already crying. Prince already crying. Prince already crying. That you both girl.
Nah.
Nah, come on.
Now what? Because
I think I'm braver than that.
No, I agree to that statement. I feel guys love harder than women.
Definitely,
Of course.
definitely.
But we
But-
haven't yet. We are not all on that. Okay.
reason-
Let me keep short.
A reason why some guys also are afraid of commitment is the fact that some girls or some women might not be able to extend their horizon, which means that she might be a nice person, she might be lovely, but not being very certain of, obviously you will know certain things here, right? Because you're seeing, you guys are talking, but you wouldn't want to commit to someone that is not having the ability to make you know more, see more about life.
But isn't that your job as a human being?
Thank you.
My job to make her assist in knowing more, seeing more to life.
To make yourself know more, you know?
No.
I am having my part. I will do my part.
Like you said, but maybe it's your job to help her to understand more,
That's
help her
what
to see more, because her duty is like, okay, you're a
this
close
wasn't
guy.
about me right now. I'm just saying in general, there are guys that feel, oh, she's not going to be able to bring as much enlightenment.
That's why I'm coming back with my question of before, because there was one day I sat with, I think we were 4 guys. We were sitting and talking about.
4 guys.
We were 4 guys just talking.
So I was like, 4 guys, 1, 2, 3.
Wow,
No.
so this is how you're rolling now?
We were just sitting there talking. So one of them was engaged, and the other one had a girlfriend.
Did you say he was?
He's married now.
Oh,
so
okay, congratulations.
So the thing was, when they were talking, I was just listening that one of the guys that had the girlfriend that time, I don't know what was wrong with him, but he was feeling bad, and he was trying to get information. How did the other guy engage?
Mm-hmm.
So he said that when he talked to his fiancée, his girlfriend that time, or let me say so, the girlfriend came to him and told him that, okay, you can go out and look, but come home to eat. Is what she told him, and they still talk about certain other things. But
So you can go out and look,
yeah,
but come home to eat.
Repeat it again. Say it louder.
I said, go out and you can go out and look, but come home and eat. It was one of the things. He was saying it as a joke. So,
But that's what she really said.
it's what she really said.
Okay, she told
But
you
they said they had a talk about certain things about the relationship. So, and they mentioned that one and said that when she said that, he didn't even feel, because he felt like if he's with her now, and he said, and let's use the word commit. If he commit to her, everything ends. He can't even look. And when she's saying that, gave him the opportunity.
knees.
Exactly. But he said he still doesn't do that. He doesn't do that because they still fight about it. But for her saying it, he was kind of free and said that, okay, I can still commit and still be not a free man, but
I still have like space.
I still have space. Yes, I think that is what many of us are missing, that space.
Talk for yourself. For me,
I will look regardless. Even if I'm in a relationship and a girl is, this is the thing.
You're only a
there
man.
There has to be a level of openness. As a guy, you're in a relationship or you're seeing someone. If you see a lady that looks nice, if it fits in the context of your conversation with your girl, say it. Then she knows that, oh, okay, he knows.
Big
He
Bakasi.
knows that, she knows that, okay, yeah, the girl is pretty, or he finds her pretty. But now, how you look at the other girl makes a whole lot of difference. So I'm seeing the pretty girl, and I'm like, oh, wow.
You acknowledge the
beautiful.
beauty, yeah.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. Because she might look as well, oh, I like her dress.
Or you might be like, oh, that's a nice looking man.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Now,
yash.
it's cool. There is nothing behind it, not more, not less. But that means there is this open conversation between
Yeah,
both of
I
you.
think that's what's
But
missing.
the
Yeah.
problem is many guys they act like they're saying that they don't look at women, they don't.
Those men are putting themselves in distress.
but there are
Yes.
men that do
That's
that.
crazy. That's
That don't look.
They don't look.
Yeah, if you don't
I
look,
know
you don't
some.
look, then there is no case.
I know some.
Some are doing it cool.
no,
they do.
that's crazy.
It's not
They
that they're
just
not
they
looking.
just don't fancy it at all.
Fancy other.
What do you mean
looking
they
at
don't
women.
fancy?
They
Huh?
still look
You
now.
can't help.
What are you talking about? There's some men
Nah,
that
they
discipline,
don't
just
don't
look.
fancy.
Okay.
That's not discipline.
You check the
That
next
is not
mirror. Maybe
discipline.
was looking through the mirror.
That's not
They
discipline.
don't know.
Discipline is for you to withhold your sexual desires, but to acknowledge beauty. That's normal. You're a
Let's
man.
just say
and
they
she's a
don't.
woman.
Well,
She's
then that
Let's
means we
just
need to
say they don't
define-
fancy at all. They don't look. They just face
How
everything.
don't you look?
That's the
That's the thing. Let's define what does look mean then? Because
Check
it
out
can
the
be
Big
written-
Bakassi. Shout out to the girl Big Bakassi, anyways.
Just a question.
Shout out to the girl
Okay,
with Big
if-
Bakassi. I
out of-
mean, it
okay,
is what it is.
And it was what it was.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You will share so many secrets. You will share family matters, financial burden as well, and not knowing if it should end tomorrow. How will she handle these things? Or if we should be in a situation that we're having misunderstanding and we're quarreling, is she going to use it against me? Because some of us have made mistakes in the past and have seen things. Some of us have been abused, some more, some less. Now, me revealing certain things to a certain female, how is she going to handle it? What is she going to do? How is she going to go about it? So, not committing means that I will not put myself in the position to reveal things about me. So the fear of being vulnerable, like someone having the opportunity to hurt you, because now they have an arsenal of material in their hands, that is also a reason not to commit.
So, which means that certain men are not courageous, actually. Because to express vulnerability actually means that you are courageous.
Yeah.
I know what you can do
To
to
an
me.
extent.
No, not to an extent. No, not to an extent.
To an
Nah,
extent.
No.
We can't be fighting. We can't be
guy.
fighting, and then you telling me that's why half of your family are in psychiatric hospital.
He dropped it.
You can't.
Yeah,
So
but
does that
That's
mean-
going to hurt my feelings.
Well, of
you
course,
get
it's
me?
going to hurt your feelings, but you're putting yourself out there knowing what might happen to you. It's like you're jumping off a freaking cliff and you know that you might die. You're putting yourself out there, okay, something might happen to me, positively, negatively, and that means being courageous. The reward is being courageous. That's why there's no halfway of vulnerability.
You will get stunned by being courageous.
Of course.
But I get you.
Of course, but you see, you get the point. So that's the thing. So vulnerability is courage.
But do you know that I have spoken to one or two guys. The way we as guys want to sell our market is we want to seem perfect. We want to seem not we're perfect. We want to look like we've got our shit together. Once you get involved with a female, she will realize that he ain't got his shit together.
Facts.
The whole packaging you have been packaging, instead of her to think that you are plantain chips, she realizes you are bikiri.
Hey.
Don't disgrace Kwekiri like that, so because we from the village.
Packaging. It's the packaging. You've been packaging. You've been looking good. But she realizes that upon all the swag he's bringing, maybe where he's living is one killer.
But why do them package false hope?
Fake it till you make it. That's what you always
But,
say.
Thank
what
you.
you say. Fake it till you make it.
Obviously-
Now, why do you fake it till you make it?
I personally don't fake it till I make it.
Then why do you use the phrase regularly? Fake it till you make
Because
it.
some
You
of
are
you,
very
some of
deceitful,
not
young
you,
man.
but some
You are a deceitful young man.
I will take it as it is. But certain men are not able to express their emotions or where they want to be, so they have to exude or kind of like, they have to fake it so that they gain the knowledge or gain the exterior that they need in order to make it. But when it comes to a woman, I will never fake it. This is what it is. Because I don't want you to think that I'm this super rich dude. You ask me for a ring, I'm like, what's the Kagome automat? Can I turn a ring? No, I won't do that when it comes to commitment. When it comes to certain things, you might use it as well.
But you know that it is not from day one you always know who you will commit to.
Exactly, that's what you did.
So, hold on. So, getting to know someone doesn't mean that, from the start, I am planning to commit to this person forever. which means that you're either just running game or you just learned how to present yourself properly.
I think that's why you remember you sent me that video of Trevor Noah. You know, where I don't know where he had that interview, but he was just saying that if both parties, as though the woman and the man, come 100% honest and clear from the get-go, it just makes everything more simple.
Exactly.
It makes everything very simple, because saying that, okay, you portray, to be perfect, or you're trying to seem perfect, which I totally get, because I believe everyone was in that stage except of Mayo, because you're all holy.
I'm a different breed. I'm an enigma.
But having that stage where you just portray that you have a certain level that you actually don't have, but you're striving to get there, which is obviously wrong, So, but if you use the mindset, the ideology of Trevor Noah, I believe you wouldn't struggle later on, because if both parties really come open and clear, like, hey, this is what I like, this is what I don't like,
this is how I look,
this is this is how I look, these are my weaknesses, I struggle with this, etc., etc. I don't know this. It will make everything more easy, more simple to date.
Definitely.
Very smooth.
Because the whole commitment aspect is, I love you, not because I love your strong suits, but I love your weaknesses. That's what I have to do. That comes with the whole conundrum of the...
Is it I love your weaknesses, or
yeah,
I
yeah.
accept them?
No. You have to love the weaknesses. You have to love the weaknesses. Because, no, it's true, it's true. Elaborate, because certain women might have certain weaknesses.
Like? Okay, so must you love them?
You have to.
Them.
Because
you will accept them. But is it I must love them for me to commit? No.
Then me and you could never work if I don't love your strong suits and your weaknesses as well.
I don't like men anyway, so men can't work between me and you.
Oh,
take it easy.
I don't know about that, but it's okay. No, but you have to, because she also has to love your weaknesses as well. She'll be like, okay, this Efo is not doing this. He's inept of doing this, but I still love him still, because I will help him. I compliment him in that aspect.
You love him still, but you don't.
Because
you love him still, but you don't love the weakness.
Yes.
You accept.
That's it.
You accept.
That's not true.
You accept.
I accept you for who you are.
Exactly.
Not I love you for your flaws.
You don't love the weakness.
Then, because if it's that way, then there might be one thing that is likable about you, and every other thing is a flaw.
Yeah.
And I can
Yeah,
I love you for your flaws.
Oh my guy, that's not true.
That's what.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's what you tried to say.
Nah. I didn't say that shit.
You said that shit.
No, I didn't say that shit. Look, my guy,
You said it.
there are like 10 aspects of a woman. Let me just random number.
Okay.
You like 8. 2 you don't like. What are you going to do?
I will accept it.
My guy, you still love her for who she is.
But do you want her
That's what I'm
to
saying,
get rid of it? Do you want her to
Why would
overcome?
there's certain things she will not get rid of it, but you
But
will help her,
do
you
you
compliment her.
Do you want?
Do you want her to grow beyond?
And she will,
Pieces
because
of
of your love.
What are you saying, man? What are you saying? Cause
Come on.
you're telling me. Do you answer the question? Do you want her to get rid of that weakness or those weaknesses she has?
Nah.
Yes or no?
Nah.
You don't.
Nah.
What are you
What are you
saying,
talking
man?
about?
Because I love her for who she is. And I know those weaknesses, and
Guy,
she won't get over that
it's
weakness.
not- on
What
this
happens
podcast.
if those weaknesses they bother you weekly?
Then I don't love her. That's not a woman I want to be with. I have to be with a certain person that I'm just like, she's never able to gonna get rid of that thing. That's what it is. There's certain things that you will never be able to do, and she still loves you for who you are. You guys have not been there yet. Don't worry.
What do you mean we have not been there?
Come on.
Don't insult us.
I'm insulting ya. I'm insulting ya.
Give us some.
Yeah,
Give us one
just give
example.
us one example.
Example.
Because for me, like anything.
If you don't, I will give, and you have to explain yourself.
Let's say women take time. Certain women take time when it comes to we're going out, we should be punctual at a certain function. Instead of that certain woman to make sure that she gets herself ready so that we can be punctual, she will never change that shit. Because it's only half an hour that she's still thinking about her outfit. She'll be wearing her outfit, changing constantly. Does that look nice? Does this look nice? You are getting tired. and you know for a fact you're constantly arguing, change this, change the way you are acting.
But why
She
would
will
you
never
argue
change you.
if you love the flaw? You're done.
No, that's not what you mean.
Take 5.
Oh, your mom loves you and she still argues with you about stupid shit that you do.
he's going back to what
No,
you said. Were you saying that that's not, I would love the flaw?
You have to love the whole person, the whole being.
I love you, baby girl.
Yeah, you said
but your
you.
Listen, I love you, baby girl. But your flaws, I accept.
I will
them.
still ask you guys when you guys are on that level. If you don't love your woman for who she is, and who she is comes also with her flaws.
That is, I love my woman for who she is.
Yeah.
And I accept the flaws. Why would we
And
pretend
that's what I was saying.
why
That
would we
means
pretend like we love
the
someone's
flaws.
flaw?
The flaws is part. Her flaws is part of the woman.
Let's assume
Your
she
flaw.
has an issue with her breath. She's got a stank.
That
breath.
woman.
Wait,
That's
hold on
something
there,
somebody
hold
said.
on.
Horse.
See, you're done. You're done.
I'm not done.
See.
Keep going.
Let's assume she has a horrible breath.
Oh my God.
Due to whatever condition, she's clean with her oral hygiene, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you love her. Does that mean that you really love that stanky breath? No. You love her for who she is, for what she is, and
And
what
she comes with a
brings.
stinking breath.
But you take her with the stinky breath.
And you
Does
will
not
love it.
mean
So that means you will.
You guys.
So and you're telling her,
Because if
you're
you
telling
love
her
it
she
means
don't
that
need
you
to,
wouldn't wanna do
she
without
don't need to
it.
change. Like she don't need to work on it. Like it's okay.
Okay,
It's
what
fine,
do you-
babe. I love you for
It's a
that.
condition. It's chronic. She cannot change. What are you going to do?
But you are accepting it. It's not that you love it. You are accepting it that it is the way it is.
You guys are just phrasing it differently.
No. We are, what
No.
you are trying to
No,
say.
we will let us ask les audience. What do you guys think?
I don't think the audience will be
Bonsoir,
on your
mademoiselle.
side.
No, they should come now. They should come now. Maybe because they should come now. Let's ask the audience. Do you also love the weaknesses of your personal person?
Or do you accept it and you try and, better the situation?
Or even if you're not really into bettering the situation, but at least you accept it, right? Because you knew what was there from the start. So even if it's not a thing that, I'm trying to better what it was, which it should be a process in a relationship to help each other improve.
You guys are just using different
Man,
words.
what do you
but it's the
mean
same.
love?
Okay.
Not
This
even
one,
like.
this one.
Not even like.
Okay.
All right, we just want to.
Do you want to give me
guys.
something real quick?
Okay. Yeah, give the bass.
No, I thought you wanted to
You
give me
want
something
to
real
give
quick.
I mean, okay. Me and you, we play ball, Abi.
Yeah, we
Do you
ball.
always love ball?
I love ball.
There are certain days where your performance is madness,
Mm-hmm.
where you're not playing up to par that I know that you can.
Mm-hmm.
But you still love those days as well because it's still part of the game.
No, I don't like those days. I feel awful. Like
You feel awful, but you
like
still
I could do better.
yeah, but it's still part of the game. That's the whole thing. It's part of the game, part of a person, the weakness as well. But you still continue
Why are you bringing this kind of analogy to
because you cannot
weaknesses
make
and-
rice out of beans.
Or you
Abeg,
can make
go round
moi
this thing
moi
up.
akara and some other things.
because it's beans.
but not rice.
On point.
On
point.
All right, thank you for joining us. Like, comment,
Subscribe.
share. Please answer in the comment below. Thank you for your love.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
On point. On point.